First book idea. What was the first book idea?
Well, my first book was my first book is A Letter to My Daughter. This is the first book that was actually published from a traditional publisher. You know what I'm saying? So going through that concept, I wanted to learn the game. And in learning the game, I understood that the publishers are the ones that make the money, basically. You know what I'm saying? So with that, let's say, for instance, the royalty breakdown for a publisher to artists is, if you get 70, 30, 60, 40, you're doing great. You know what I'm saying? But when you saw your royalty check and you saw that you made $5,000, but you only saw $1,000 of that, you get to say, hold up, man, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I got to learn the game on a different mechanism, because I feel like I was getting taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So in learning the process of what it took, I broke it down, went to class, surrounded myself with people that was in that arena, and learned the game to where I went from being published to where now I'm self-published and run the show now, where it's 80-20 my way. You know what I'm saying? Put the tables on them and connected with some people that helped me get in that arena and pretty much master it to where now we're out there pushing our work.
Okay. So, like I said, A Letter to My Daughter, that was inspired based on you just, I mean, can you go into that a little deeper?
Okay, yeah, Letter to My Daughter was inspired for me let me see, 2012, I got diagnosed with a heart disease. So being diagnosed with a heart disease, I had to have a heart surgery. And having a heart surgery, you just never know how you're coming out of that. You know what I'm saying? It's always a 50-50 deal. So with that, I told myself I wanted to write something to where if I didn't make it, it'd be like a letter of instruction to my daughter, through a love letter, to follow this. If you follow these guidelines, you'll be able to make it from kindergarten to first year of college. And that's what the book's gonna take. It's gonna take you from the day she was born to her first day on college campus. You know what I'm saying? With the trajectory of me not being here in a physical form. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not promised that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being my situation, I wanted to put that in a situation where she can read it, understand the guidelines behind it, and just the nurturing that comes with that, to understand that life is not promised. I'm here today, could be gone tomorrow, but if I am gone tomorrow, this is the blueprint that you can follow that's gonna get you there. And if you follow these steps, you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's, oh man, that's good. That's good stuff though. Like I said, I mean, the title alone, I was thinking, okay, it's some more to the story that I don't know, but based on what you just said, yeah, that's a good piece. And that's something that as parents, even regardless, it's the fact of I think we need to spend some time. You ain't spend some time talking to your child about what if I ain't. That's a good piece to just write them a letter, even though you are right, but just writing some thoughts that you may have that you ain't expressed to them. That could be a beautiful thing for if something does happen.
And not only that, man, it wants to set that example of how we're supposed to treat our daughters and how we're supposed to treat the ladies of our lives, to let them understand that they're precious and let them understand that they have value. And they got a protection team. They got everything they need. All I need you to do is be the best you possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's all I need. And if I can get you to do that, the Most High take care of the rest.
That's it. Yes, sir. So is there any other books you got?
My other book was the one that I published, The ABCs of Love. It's the one that really put me on another level in reference to national, recognition and traveling across the country speaking and doing things of that nature. As you know, Cecil, I travel the country speaking on this principle. And with that is, of course, the alphabets, learning your ABCs, but it's also character building and letting you understand that how you treat yourself is how you treat others. Love is the verb, meaning action word. It's not what you're talking about, it's what you're doing.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yeah.
And we got to get them to understand that you have value in everything that you do, and you have to be accountable to that. So I hold my young people accountable at a young age to let them understand it's a real world out here. It's not Disneyland.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
give you an example. Love is affection.
Mhm.
You'll see what affection looks like. They
Right.
understand the vocabulary. They understand the meaning. It's
Right.
a spiritual gift with that. Love is love is brave. So with that, we're just basically putting into their spirit the qualities of what it takes to build character through the ABCs.
And Roger, again, man, you keep dropping them dimes, man. Again, the key word you just said, that spirit. That's a piece of the puzzle that I believe, man, is missing. Is just the spirit of value for not just yourself, but for life as a whole. These kids ain't this killing and all this other stuff because the value is missing. I believe that's why it's easy to pull a trigger when you don't care about yourself or nobody else.
You just hit it right on the head. Check this out. See, I'm going to share this with you. You just said it right on the head. Love is love is value. Right there. Love is love is value. It's what you invest in yourself. So what you invest in you able to invest in others. You can't give it to them if you ain't got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, it's and like I said, man, that book, like I said, your writing and the way you trying to reach the young children is a great piece because, like I say, the building block and the foundation is the most important thing we got.
That's
so
everything.
And like I say, like Pastor Clark said, he said you can't feed an adult junk food all their life. You can't do it. You can't survive and grow off of candy and gum and ice cream. You need some substance.
No. And with that substance, they have to be able to see that. Like I said, it's hard to grasp it if you can't see it. It's hard to believe in it if you can't see it. That's why African-American children's literature is so important, that they see themselves in movies, that they see themselves in books, that they see themselves in writings and plays and things that nature, so they can see that it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And they can see that they can play a hand in doing that. That's important, man.
And like I said, and again, it's not just the positive bubblegum thing. No, you got to see the whole piece because we don't want them believing that everybody is this way and everybody is that way. No, you have a combination, but it's all based on your choice.
It's all based on that.
And that's the part that, like I said, with my daughter, when she was coming through, when this whole Facebook and all that stuff came out with the phone, I told her, look here, now you put some through there. When you hit send, baby girl, whatever it is you sending, you can't pull it back.
Right, it's there.
So you got to make sure whatever it is you sending is something that you ain't worried about later on coming back on you or whatever. I say, so you got to think first. And people ain't thinking, they just sending and then to come back. But no, you have to take time. And again, love is value. Value what it is you're expressing. Value what it is, what you're doing, because you never know when it'll come back and punch you in the face or tap you on the shoulder.
Hey, that karma's something different, man. I'm telling you, Big C.
I mean, so what is next for Rodgers? What else you got coming up next, man? What's next?
Well, actually, I'm in the midst of writing 2 more books. RJ's Great Vacation, and I'm doing something with a good friend of mine, Pamela Hornsby Urban. We just got to doing a film called Hoodie. And right before COVID came out, we was just on the big screen. You know, we debuted in St. Louis. We had University of Missouri check us out, her stuff, and we was just getting that fire lit. But when the COVID thing came, kind of cut everything off. So now we're trying to get that back, rehash, to get that back in front of people, let them know the understanding of what that means with Hoodie.
Okay, you said the name of the film is Hoodie?
The name of the film is Hoodie. And the director is Pamela Hornsby Urban, and she's from St. Louis also.
Okay. Oh man, we might have to reach out and see if we can get a contact with Pam, but that would be nice to talk about the basis of doing that.
Yeah, and if you get a chance to say a prayer for my baby, because she just run the bell for beating cancer today, man. So it's a cool day today.
All right. Congratulations, Pam. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now being a self-published author, what is it that you would tell young writers or young people that want to be publishers or authors? What would you tell them as far as getting involved?
The first thing I would tell them is believe in yourself and know that you can. The second thing I would tell them is how far you want to take it. So when you do this, how big you want it to go? Is it just you want to be able to say that, hey, I did it and I got my one author's copy and I'm good? Or you just want to sell them to the first immediate family? Or do you want to be a brand? So those are things you have to ask yourself, first of all. Second of all, you have to look at it from the lane of, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got so many people telling you what you can't do. And then sometimes that becomes people's reality. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, write like you talk. There's no perfection in writing. Write like you talk, and you can always come behind that and clean it up. But just make whatever you do, it resonate with the target audience you're trying to reach.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, what you're writing for a 16-year-old won't be interesting to a 25-year-old. Right. So you have an audience to know what it is that they're looking for and feed that and let that build off that.
All right. Man, again, right here, that information you just received will cost you $25.32.
Hey, you exactly right. You got vultures out there that'll take advantage of you. And with that, that's the one thing we don't want to do. That's why I try to lead everybody to being self-published, where they can literally train themselves to become a professional at what they do. So now they know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The situation is different, you know. So with that, you know, you're just at the mercy of a lot of different things to come into play when you're an author. Because if you don't do the illustrations, you're at the mercy of the illustrator's availability. If you're not a formatter, someone that proofreads and edits, you're at the mercy of a lot of different components. So with that, you got to want to make sure your components are in order so you can have a dead date, delivery date. We going red, we ready to go, and let the chips fall where they may, you know?
Man. I'm just, again, I'm in awe right now, bro, because I'm so happy to be here to talk to you about these things, man, because again, y'all know your passion. And I know when you go for something, you all in until the end.
You know, and like say, man, you know how I get down, see, I'm Bobby Brown on them. You know how I get down.
And I mean, it's a factor of your love for our youth and the upcoming things that you just want them to be able to have an option in doing.
Right.
To have a choice in doing. And when they choose it, you want to be able to supply whatever it is they want to do. And I applaud you. And man, again, I mean, Rod, I love you, brother, more than I can express, because you've been there for a brother. I mean, you've been one of the brothers who break out, say every once in a while you see some big little bro, I see you, man. Keep going. That kind of stuff helps. And that's another thing that I got to give to that class of 84. When we came in the Riverview Young Cats High School, we came up in there, bad boy. Y'all had no problem letting us know how you felt about us and letting us know there wasn't no issue in expressing how you feel.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't the fact of, no, you ain't gonna be hard 24/7.
Right. And we had hands, we did all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's another piece of the puzzle too. When we had issues, hey, circle it up, knuckle it up, let's go, handle your business. And when it's over, all right, let's move on to the next, because you still part of this View family. And anywhere you went, if you guys like now, anywhere you go and you see somebody from the View, whether you like them or didn't like them, at this stage of the game, to see them alive, you just happy to see them alive, man.
Our environment, right.
So I mean, any closing remarks you want to tell the people, Raj? Anything you want to express and say?
Hey, the same remarks I always told to my kids, I can close it, don't survive. It's 3 rules of life, and if we follow them, we can't lose. Rule number 1, now mind you, see, so I'm talking to 5 to 7-year-olds, so everything is simplistic, you know what I mean? But rule number 1, always let my babies know that they're extremely important. You know what I'm saying? Right off the top, you're extremely important. Don't let nobody make you feel you're not, because you're different. You know what I'm saying? Now, see, so the key word is rules. I don't give babies options. Rules. You know what I'm saying? Rule number 2 is that you're extremely intelligent. Don't let no one make you feel like you're not intelligent because you look a certain way, because you carry yourself a certain way. That's fine. That's your personality. That's got nothing to do with your intellect. You're very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So rule number 1, you're extremely important. Rule number 2, you're extremely intelligent. But guess what, kings and queens? Rule number 3 is the most important rule. And I got my baby's height. So you know what I mean? They'd be like, what's rule number 3, Mr. RJ? Rule number 3 is this, kings and queens. If you don't move out the spirit of kindness, you're not going to make it. So therefore, we're going to move out the spirit of kindness so we can make it.
Man. And again, mic drop. Got it. That's it. Man, I just want to say again, thank you, Brother Rodgers Howard, for helping me move to the next level, because them 3 rules, they work for us too, man. Them 3 rules.
Same thing apply. They just midget us. That's all.
That's it. That's it. Well, man, like I say, I want to thank you, man. God bless you and the family. Love you.
Tell your beautiful daughter what's up, see?
I will do. And we'll holler next time, baby. View,
all right,
view time.
Let me know what this do. Get back at me, see?
All right.